Right, in this video we'll take a quick look at a bonus series. This recently featured not a new car, but nevertheless a car that was recently featured in a format of limited series, Alfa Romeo 4C. Alright, so it's unfortunately featured in only a single bonus series under Pro section of the Road Collection called 2x4, and now with the the limited series being, at least for the foreseeable future, being permanent part of the game. The car, I guess, has, you can almost refer to that as an exclusive series that does not require a fully upgraded car. If you want some variety to take this car on. Anyway, so as I said, it is in Pro section of Road Collection, and the series does feature 4 cars, namely we got the Nissan 370Z, Nismo Z34. So that's sort of the entry car of this bonus series. And then next to it we got, well, actually on the other side, we got the Ford Mustang GT Premium. That is the, I guess, second car in terms of, if we start from the lowest PR. So Nismo starts at 19.4, maxes out at 39.2. The cost of the car is some 250 gold. If you take advantage of the showcase discount, you can get it for 208 gold. And it is featured in 5 different series, so including one being exclusive series. So, you know, it's always nice to have cars that has some utility, right? Beyond just being a nice car to race, because it's nice to have a variety of events. So anyway, then the Mustang GT Premium is featured in 5 different series as well, but this one does not have an exclusive series. So yeah, so I'll have the list of all the bonus series these cars are featured in the description box below. So if you guys are interested, you can check that out. Just look in the description box. I'll have all the details. And then of course, center left, we got the Porsche Cayman GT4. So Porsche came, the 2 cars in the middle, right? The Porsche and Alfa Romeo. Those are the 2 cars that can actually meet the PR requirement for completing this bonus series. So it requires 47.8 is the PR requirement, and the Cayman GT4 taps out at 49.7. So obviously it's beyond what's required, and the Alfa Romeo 4C taps out at 49.9. So, you know, those two fairly comparable. And cost wise, actually Cayman is more expensive. It's 280 gold or 224 gold with the showcase discount, while Alfa Romeo 200 gold, 160 gold with the showcase discount, or if you want it from the limited series just now with the 50% discount, then yeah, you would have gotten it for pretty cheap. I mean, I ended up going ahead and fully upgrading the car anyway, for like 150 gold or so. So still, that's still cheaper, you know. So anyway, what do we have? 2x4. It's safe to say that these 4 two-door sports cars from across the globe won't lumber around the racetrack. Right, we got Japan, we got US, we got Germany, and Italy. Right. Yeah. Okay, so rewards. Let's talk about that. All right, so this is a 20-tier bonus series featuring 4 cars. So that means we got 4 time trials, 1 for each car, and 4 showcase tiers featuring, or showcasing each car. So showcase tiers only have 2 events as opposed to regular tier of the series that has 3. So that brings us to the total of 44 trophy events plus 4 time trials. So obviously, in order to 100% complete this series, you do need to own all 4 cars. Let's see. And for 100% completing, the rewards include 64 gold. So that is broken down into first 25%, as you can see here, rewarding you 8 gold and 8,000 racing dollars. By the way, racing dollar rewards and the gold rewards are kind of paralleled, if it makes sense. Like 8,000 racing dollars and 8 gold. 50% reward is going to be 12 gold and 12,000 racing dollars, and so on. See what I mean? So, where do you get your 25% completion reward? Well, since there are 48 events total, it divides up nicely into like 12 each, right? 12 times 4, 48. So if you own the all the cars here, then by completing time trials and showcase events, you will be able to score those completion rewards a little bit earlier without having to go as far as deep in the series. But anyway, so first 25% completion, you will need to complete 12 events. So most likely, if you own the car, that is own the first showcase car, Nissan 370Z, Nismo Z34, then you would do these 2 events here, do the time trial, and get the completion done in tier 5, which requires, by the way, PR 26 or 27.6. And as I said, that pays you 8 gold and 8,000 racing dollars. And then if you want to continue on, well, of course you do, get the 50% completion, then that would require completion of 24 events. So assuming that you own both of these cars, Nissan and Ford, then you will claim your 50% completion in most likely tier 10, which includes 12 gold and 12,000 racing dollars, right? And that will require PR 34.7. And then the next tier is 75% completion, requires completion of 36 events. So that means you will be somewhere in, I think completing the Alfa Romeo time trial. So all 4 time trials and 32 gold trophies, which requires PR 42.2. Will reward you the 75% completion reward, which includes 17 gold and 17,000 racing dollars. And of course, 100% completion, as I said, requires all 48 events done, 44 trophy events, 44 gold trophy, and 4 time trials. And that requires PR 47.8. Right. So that is PR requirement and what's expected. And by the way, in order to meet that PR requirement, 100% PR requirement, 47.8, you can either go ahead and upgrade Porsche Cayman GT4, which will cost you, I believe, 118 gold if you want to go with that, and some 744,000 racing dollars to meet the PR requirement. Or you can go with the Alfa Romeo, which does cost you a bit more, 220 gold. Although, if you took advantage of that 50% discount, you would have come out ahead with 110 gold only, and have basically enough upgrades on this car to 100% complete the series without upgrading Porsche. But anyway, now that upgrade sale is now in the past. Maybe they'll bring it back in the future. I don't know. Anyway, so that will that kind of covers the numbers game here in terms of the PR requirement, what's required to win what, right? And then for the remainder of the video, I'll just run through the event, actual tier by tier, and we'll see what kind of events we're expected to see. Okay, so starting with tier 1, you got endurance at Red Bull Ring Grand Prix, speed record at Hockenheim Short, and the cup at Circuit of the Americas Club Circuit, 2 laps, right? And yeah, my Cayman GT4 only has 12 upgrades on, and that is, I think, all the racing dollar upgrades, isn't it? With the PR 37.8, so I haven't invested any gold on this car, so that 50% discount on Alfa Romeo upgrade came in clutch. Kind of nice. Anyway, Ford Mustang GT Premium, 22 out of 31 upgrades on board with the PR 35. And let's see, this one does have some gold upgrades on board, but obviously not fully upgraded, which will cost 213 gold, by the way. And then the first car in the series, 21 out of 28 upgrades on board. You know what that means? This car was a limited time series featured car, which typically required 3 upgrades across the board to meet the PR requirement, right? And apparently it was 34.5. So, and if you want to max out this guy, because there is an exclusive series, it'll cost you 444 gold. So, kind of pricey if you ask me. But anyway, 2-lap cup for tier 1. Tier 2, we got Hunter at Melbourne. So that's a full short lap, relatively speaking. Followed by Autocross at Berlin. And Cup at Brands Hatch Indy Circuit, PR 22.7 required. So, yeah, I mean, the first 2 cars, right, Nissan and Mustang, will need some of those racing dollar tier 1 upgrades on board, but the other 2 higher end cars are going to be able to run through tier 2 with basically stock specs. 2 short laps here. All right, and then next tier we got the first showcase tier featuring Nissan 370Z Nismo Z34. We got Speed Snap at Spa and a Cup at Suzuka West. No PR requirement in showcase tiers, by the way. And it's just going to be a quick single lapper. All right, moving on. We got time trial featuring Nissan 370Z Nismo. And this one takes place at Bugatti Circuit. And minute 25 seems like the top of the grid. All right, that takes us to the tier 5. We had elimination at Silverstone International, followed by head-to-head at Catalunya National, single lap cup, followed by, or single lap head-to-head, I meant, and followed by the cup at Nürburgring Sprint Circuit, PR 27.6 required for this single lapper. So, yeah, 27.6 now. The first 2 slower cars are gonna need some gold upgrades on board to get through this tier, versus with the other faster 2, you're still good with the racing dollar upgrades alone. All right, moving on, tier 6. We got drag race, this one taking place at Porsche Test Track Long On-Road Circuit, followed by Hunter at Laguna Seca, so that's a full lap, followed by a cup at Monza Junior Course, PR 29.3 required for this 3-lap cup. And next here we got the second showcase tier this one featuring Ford Mustang GT Premium. We got endurance at Mount Panorama and the cup at the Brickyard Road Course, 2-lapper. All right, And the next tier, of course, accompanying tier is the time trial featuring Ford Mustang. This one taking place at Daytona Motorcycle Course. All right, that takes us to tier 9, where we got Speed Snap at Suzuka West, Speed Record at Circuit of the Americas Grand Prix Circuit, and the Cup at Hockenheim Short, PR 29.3 required for this 3-lap Cup. Pretty short event so far, yeah? And next we got tier 10, we got head-to-head at Silverstone Grand Prix, followed by, that's going to be a single lap, right? Yep. Followed by another single lap event, Hunter at Monza Junior course, so that's a pretty short one. And then we got a Cup at Daytona Road Course, PR 34.7 required for this 2-lap Cup. And is that going to be the last? Well, I guess we got a showcase tier, the third one. This one featuring Porsche Cayman GT4. All right, we got elimination at Bugatti Circuit and Cup at Red Bull Ring National Circuit. 4 laps, so a bit higher lap count, but still it's a national circuit, so not exactly very long. And the accompanying time trial is going to take place at Dubai National. All right, continuing on, tier 13. We got Speed Snap at Catalunya Grand Prix, Autocross at Nürburgring Sprint Circuit, and the Cup at Short On-Road Circuit of Porsche Test Track, PR 34.7 required. So, okay, and it's going to be a 5 laps. High lap count. Short tracks, though. All right, moving on. Tier 14, we got drag race at Indianapolis Motor Speedway road course, followed by endurance and at Suzuka Grand Prix, and the Cup at Spa. This one requires PR 42.2, so the first 2 slower cars can't quite compete here. We're going to be using one of the 2 faster ones, Porsche and Alfa Romeo, and in my case, because I don't have enough upgrades on Cayman GT4, that's a no-go for this 2-lapper, so I'll have to rely on Alfa Romeo. But anyway, speaking of Alfa Romeo, that is the next showcase tier. We got Speed Record at Berlin Circuit and a Cup at Melbourne. This is going to be a 6-lap Cup, so I know Melbourne not very long, but 6 laps there is still a decent number of laps. All right, and the accompanying time trial for Alfa is going to take place at Laguna Seca. All right, that takes us to the final bit of this series. Tier 17, we got Hunter at Brands Hatch, Autocross at Mount Panorama, and the Cup at Hockenheim National. 4 laps with a PR requirement of 44.9. So yeah, we're as we approach the final tiers of this series, the PR requirement is becoming a bit more exclusive, right? All right, so tier 18, we got Speed Snap at Porsche Test Track Dynamic Circuit and elimination at Dubai Club. And the Cup here is going to be at Circuit of the Americas National Circuit, PR 45.7 required for this 4-lap Cup. And the penultimate tier, tier 19, we got head-to-head at Bugatti Circuit. Another drag race, this one taking place at Red Bull Ring Grand Prix Circuit. And the Cup for tier 19 is going to be at Suzuka East, PR 46.4 required for this 7-lap Cup. So yeah, a lot of events with the short circuits with high lap count. It would be good for, like, overtaking challenges if we still had team events, Anyway, final tier, tier 20, we got Hunter at Monza Road Course, so that's a full lap. Speed Record at Silverstone National, so short but still a full lap, followed by the final cup at Catalunya National, PR 47.8 required, which only the last two cars in this featured in this series can reach. Anyway, this one's gonna be a 7-lap cup, so following that short medium circuit with a high lap count formula here. So there we go. So that will do it for the quick overview of the bonus series 2x4 featuring the 4 cars, notably the one that we just had a special event for, Alfa Romeo 4C. So anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, take care.